Good afternoon to all. Myself, Dr. Jitendra Kumar Patra, Assistant Professor in Department of Pulmonary Medicine, SCB Medical College, Cuttack. Today, I will be presenting in antivirals in COVID-19 management, that is remdesivir. So, remdesivir is an intravenous nucleotide prodrug of an adenosine analog. It is a broad-spectrum antiviral drug developed by Gilead Company. It is a prodrug that metabolizes into its active form GS441524. The active form binds to the viral RNA-dependent RNA polymerase and inhibits viral replication through premature termination of RNA transcription. Its emergency use of remdesivir has been approved for COVID-19 management by regulatory agencies of USA, Japan and India. It is approved by the Food and Drug Administration for the treatment of COVID-19 in hospitalized adult and pediatric patients of age greater than 12 years and weight more than 40 kg. It is available through an FDA emergency use authorization for the treatment of COVID-19 in hospitalized pediatric patients weighing 3.5 kg to 40 kg or age less than 12 years and weighing more than 3.5 kg. The remdesivir should be administered only in a hospital or healthcare setting that can provide a similar level of care to an inpatient hospital. Now, who are the ideal candidates? The ideal candidates are confirmed SARS-CoV-2 infection patients with SpO2 less than 94% on room air and requiring supplemental oxygen therapy associated with radiographic infiltrates by imaging, that is pneumonia. Also, it can be administered in patients with COVID-like syndrome in which patients have symptoms of SARI, that is severe acute respiratory infection, but RT-PCR is negative for SARS-CoV-2. However, it also can be administered in patients having in CT scan cohort 4 or 5 with SpO2 less than 94%. Now, coming to the drug-drug interactions, the studies of remdesivir interactions have not been conducted much. However, a substrate of remdesivir is a substrate of cytochrome P450, 3A4 and of the drug transporters organic anion transporting polypeptide and P-glycoprotein. It is also an inhibitor of other enzymes and multi-drug and toxin exclusion protein 1. There is minimal to no reduction in remdesivir exposure is expected when remdesivir is co-administered with dexamethasone according to information provided by Gilead Sciences. So, it can be very well prescribed with dexamethasone. However, chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine may decrease the antiviral activity of remdesivir and hence co-administration of these drugs is not recommended with remdesivir. Remdesivir is not expected to have any significant interactions with oseltamivir or baloxavir according to information provided by Gilead Sciences. Now, coming to the dosing, it is given in a initial dose of remdesivir 200 mg IV OD on day 1 followed by 100 mg OD for next 4 days, and the total duration of therapy is 5 days. It is to be diluted with only 100 ml normal saline and administered as an IV infusion over 30 to 120 minutes. And the IV lines should be flushed with at least 30 ml normal saline after the infusion is complete to prevent thrombophlebitis. We should not administer simultaneously with any other medication or IV solutions other than normal saline. Now, coming to monitoring and adverse events, it can cause gastrointestinal symptoms like nausea, elevated transaminase levels and increase in prothrombin time without a change in INR and hypersensitivity reactions. And liver function test and prothrombin time should be obtained in all patients before remdesivir is administered and during treatment as clinically indicated. It should be discontinued if an increase in alanine transaminase levels more than 5 times and there are signs or symptoms of liver inflammation are observed. Other reactions like infusion related reactions including diaphoresis, hypotension, nausea, shivering, vomiting have been observed during or have been temporarily associated with remdesivir co-administration. Remdesivir is not recommended for patients with a eGFR less than 30 ml per minute due to lack of data. So, renal functions should be monitored before and during remdesivir treatment as clinically indicated. Now, considerations in pregnancy. Pregnant patients were excluded from the clinical trials that evaluated the safety and efficacy of remdesivir for treatment of COVID-19. Preliminary reports of remdesivir use in pregnant patients from the remdesivir compassionate use program are reassuring. Among 86 pregnant and postpartum hospitalized patients with severe COVID-19 who received compassionate use remdesivir, The therapy was well tolerated with a low rate of serious adverse events. So, remdesivir should not be withheld from pregnant patients if it is otherwise indicated. Now, considerations in children, the safety and effectiveness of using remdesivir to treat COVID-19 have not been evaluated in pediatric patients aged less than 12 years or weighing less than 40 kg. Now, remdesivir is available through an FDA emergency use authorization for treatment of COVID-19 in hospitalized pediatric patients weighing 3.5 kg to less than 40 kg or aged less than 12 years and weighing more than 3.5 kg. And the dosage is 5 mg per kg body weight on day 1 followed by 2.5 mg per kg body weight for next 4 days. Now, what is the current status? The DCGI has approved the use of remdesivir for restricted emergency use in India. On 27 June 2020, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Government of India issued protocols for use of remdesivir in India and should be only used in a defined subgroup of patients, and it may be considered in patients within 10 days of onset of symptoms with moderate to severe disease requiring supplemental oxygen with none of the following contraindications. The contraindications are renal or hepatic dysfunction with EGFR less than 30 ml per minute per meter square and AST ALT more than 5 times of upper normal limit, and pregnancy or lactating females, children less than 12 years of age, patients who are not on oxygen support or in home settings, and the dose to be repeated 200 mg IV on day 1 followed by 100 mg IV OD for 4 days, total duration 5 days. Now, the final slide, we should avoid unnecessary or irrational use of remdesivir, and it is experimental investigational drug granted for emergency authorization use. It is not a life-saving drug in COVID-19. So, studies do not demonstrate mortality reduction with this drug. Hence, remdesivir is to be administered only in hospital settings. It is advised for people who are moderately sick and receiving oxygen, and it must never be administered in home settings. Thank you very much.